What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing some battles in the Little Holiday Cup running Shadow Manectric with the newly buffed Thunderfang, which absolutely shreds through Ducklett and other flying types, Breloom, which completely destroys the Steel, Rock and Normal type Pokemon in this meta, and Fungus, which is there as a Say swap. Now I'll be honest, I'm seeing lots of people saying they've really enjoyed this cup so far. I personally think it's far too chaotic and it doesn't really feel like there's much room for strategy, and instead it's kind of just tap 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 and hope that your back Pokemon beats theirs kind of thing. And I know this team is definitely contributing to that, but you either run Pokemon with hard-hitting fast moves, or you run super bulky Pokemon, because otherwise you'll end up losing in type favorable matchups because your opponent could just double shield and farm you down using neutral or even resisted fast moves. But on the plus side, unlike in other recent Little Cups, these battles are absolutely rapid. Several of my sets took less than 8 minutes to complete, which is absolutely crazy. But with that being said, let's just get into the question of the day. Are you enjoying playing in the Little Holiday Cup so far? Let me know in the comment section down below, let me know why. And with that being said, let's get into the battles now. Alright, so going into the first battle, leading Shadow Manectric into Ducklett. So our target has been acquired. The opponent's going to Say swap into a Alolan Sandslash, and Breloom able to fully farm them down in just 2 Force Palms. But then they come back in with the Ducklett, 3 Wing Attacks, takes out that Breloom instantly. We're now coming in with Manectric, 4 Thunderfangs, gets the KO. So far, not a single charge move had been thrown there, or even reached until we reached a Psychic Fangs. With our Manectric, we go for it up against the Lantern. They Water Gun, farm me down, but it just does not matter. We can come in with the Fungus, go for the Astonish farm down, and I'm able to take that game. So GG's there, a lot of skill involved in that battle. Into the next battle here, we're going to see a Ducklett in the lead. So this is probably the worst thing we could see in the lead, as it does kind of cooperate the team as well. I know Breloom is going to, of course, resist the Mud Slap damage, but they're also going to double resist the Force Palm, and they will outpace us to charge moves. Now here, we throw a charge move on CMP, we win CMP there. Maybe I should have shielded and tried to grab the final shield from the opponent, but we come in with our Breloom, and honestly, I thought I was going to get more farm than this. I didn't realize it would only take 4 Force Palms to fully KO the Miltank here. So unfortunately, we don't even come out with the Seed Bomb loaded, but the opponent comes in with a Water Gun Ducklett, and this is so much better for us, of course. Not taking double super effective damage from those wing attacks, we can now swap out there, get off 1 Thunderfang, dealing huge damage. They Bubble Beam me, but they swap back into Ducklett now. Honestly, it's not ideal for us, but then the opponent makes a huge misplay there. All they had to do is commit to a full fast move beatdown, but they throw a charge move. They had back to back, but now I get off the Force Palm, we get the farm down, and then we make it to a Seed Bomb to throw into the Ducklett coming back in, and of course we take out the Ducklett, and I'm able to take that game. So GG top on there, into next battle, we see Amora in the lead. So of course our Breloom would absolutely feast upon this thing here, but we can't really afford to swap out, so instead gonna shield the Weather Ball. The opponent then tries to snipe with their Ducklett, and 1 Mud Slap is gonna do huge damage here, but since they no shield the Psychic Fangs, we can come in and get the snipe with our Fungus, go for that Astonish farm down. However, the opponent comes in with a Litleo, and Litleo is pretty difficult for this team to deal with, but we go for a Body Slam here, and we will reach another Body Slam, and that's gonna be huge for us. Body Slam number 2 is not going to be shielded by the Litleo, so now we can just come in with our Breloom here. 2 Force Palms is all it's going to take to get the KO. 1 Incinerate nearly takes us out though, but we do get that Force Palm farm down, taking out the Amora, even though it doesn't look like it is just a bug, and I'm able to take that game. So GG's top on there, into the next battle, we see Litleo in the lead, but they're actually going to be running Ember as the fast move, so that is definitely not the recommended moveset. Incinerate is definitely a lot better than Ember, but it might just be that they lack any fast TMs. I certainly do, so understandable, very relatable there, but either way, we are going to shield in this matchup. I'm just going to guarantee alignment here. I should actually be able to go for a full Astonish farm down now that I've shielded once, and we come out with a ton of energy now. Honestly, I'm thinking 1 Ember will probably get the KO, so I might as well go for a Grass Knot here, and the opponent is actually going to shield, and we get to the Body Slam as Ember does not take us out, so that's huge. Body Slam gonna get them very low. We can now come in, 1 Force Palm takes them out, but they've got Skeledirge in the back, and I make a huge mistake there. I swap out on very poor timing, which means even though I did reach a Psychic Fangs there, we're not able to get it off, and as a result we end up going down there. So GG's to the opponent. Into the next battle, we're gonna see Cottony in the lead. Now I'm gonna stay in this matchup here because I had seen featured a few times Cottony and then like double Rock Throw users in the back, so I can't really afford to swap out there. And there it is, a Rock Throw user. We're coming in with the Breloom, getting the farm down. We're going to get farmed down instantly by the Cottony, but if it is a second Rock Throw user in the back, depending on what it is, we might be able to win this game. If we commit to a full farm down here, we come out with 100 energy, and it's a Geodude, so as long as we live this Rock Throw, we should be fine. As a Grass Knot grabs the final shield, but we've got back-to-back loaded. Grass Knot number 2 gets the KO, and I'm able to take that game. So GG to opponent there, and I will say I was running Breloom specifically for the Rock Throw users, but that was the only team that I faced with any Pokemon running Rock Throw, so a little bit awkward there, but into the next battle, and we've already KO'd a Ducklett before I even realized, and now they're going to come in with a Vigoroth. We're going to swap into our Breloom, and the opponent, oh no, we get the full Force Palm farm down, a simultaneous KO, but once again, we're able to take out the Vigoroth there, and I'm able to take that game. So GG's top over there into the next battle. You can see Shadow, Alola, Marowak in the lead. So we are going to fire off a Psychic Fangs immediately here, and we're going to win CMP as well, which is very nice. Psychic Fangs is going to grab a shield. At this point, I can just let Manectric go down here because there's no point shielding this. I don't think even with the debuff, a Thunder Fang would get the KO. So we're going to come in with our Fungus, and they come in with a Wigglytuff, and Wigglytuff is also very difficult for us to deal with. Of course, Fungus is a Poison type Pokemon. However, unfortunately, they are going to double resist the Astonish damage. Now, I bait there. The opponent actually no shields their Wigglytuff, which is something that doesn't happen very often. We're now going to fire off another Body Slam. We actually undercharge this so we can get a slightly bigger farm down there. And also, if they came back in with the Marowak, it would be a simultaneous KO. But unfortunately, they are running double charm. 2 charms takes out the Breloom, and we do end up losing that game. So GG's up over there into the next battle, another Golett in the lead. So we're going to say swap into our Fungus, and the opponent actually responds with a Cottony. So we can definitely maintain alignment here, although you can see the charms are doing pretty much as much damage as our Astonishes, and actually maybe even slightly more than that. However, we will reach 3 Body Slams in this matchup. So going to shield up the Seed Bomb there. I'm going to fire off the next Body Slam. Unfortunately, Body Slam not going to get the KO from this range, but the opponent does double shield. So we're going to fire off another Body Slam here. Body Slam is going to barely not get the KO, and it ends up being a simultaneous KO there. However, they reveal their final Pokemon to be Chinchou. It's going to be game over, and I'm able to take that game. So GG's up there into the next battle, another Golett in the lead. So once again, say swapping into our Fungus, and this is pretty awful for us. And as well, I don't throw on the best timing here. It's really awkward to throw a 3-turn fast move up against an Incinerate user when you have swapped and the opponent swaps out at a different time. And as well, like, it's just really awkward there. So unfortunately, I don't reach back-to-back Body Slams, and that is really bad for me. However, we will put them into range where 1 Force Palm will get the KO. So I can't really afford to double shield here. Flame Charge will take us out, but Force Palm takes them out there, and let's see what the opponent has in the back. They come back in with the Golett, and the opponent is going to fire off a Charge Move here. At this point, I have to shield this, but it's not looking too good for us. I'm going to wait to see what they come in with, and they come in with a Ducklett there. I was hoping maybe they'd like randomly swap to try and catch a Charge Move, that we can get a full farm down, but unfortunately it's a Ducklett where Wing Attack absolutely destroys us. Now here, we try to get a snipe with our Breloom. That massively backfires, as the opponent then can come in with their Talonflame, farm us down there, and as well, we're not even going to be able to go for a full Thunderfang farm down before they do reach a Charge Move. So at this point, we're actually going to shield this though, because I do come out with a Psychic Fangs loaded, so that way, if they come back in with the Sandshrew, I can fire off a Psychic Fangs, grab a shield back from the opponent, as well debuff their defense here. So we're going to no-shield at this point. They go for a Night Sash, but they've got a Shadow Golett in the back, and that's huge for me. I'm firing off a Body Slam. This doesn't really make an awful lot of sense, but I realize they're going to shield anyways, and maybe two Astonishes won't quite take out that Sand Slash in the back, so we are going to commit to the farm down here, and if we didn't get that farm down, 1 Body Slam would definitely take them out there, and so I'm able to take that game. So GG's up over there into the next battle. We can see a Bomber Snow in the lead, so not really great for me, but I can't really afford to swap out because Fungus is also going to lose this matchup here. So instead, what we're going to do is play out the 1 shield scenario, and I will put them into a range where we can very easily farm them down with, well, a Breloom, but also I could actually probably farm them down with my Fungus now that I've debuffed their defense. So that's actually what we're going to go for here. Weather Ball gets the KO. We come in with the Fungus, 3 Astonishes, gets the farm down there, but then they come in with a Litleo once again. So again, not ideal for us. Body Slam is going to be no-shielded by the opponent, and we're actually not going to make it to another Charge Move there, so I'm forced to swap out. Again, not throwing on very good timing up against that Litleo there with my Fungus, but it doesn't matter. They've got Cottony in the back. 2 charms takes us out there, and yep, Fungus going to go down to the charm damage as well, and unfortunately we do lose that game. But GG's to opponent there into next battle. We can see Alolan Marowak in the lead. So once again, just going to throw the Psychic Fang straight away, easily winning CMP here. This should be grabbing a shield, as a lot of people will try and fight for switch advantage. However, I'm thinking now that we've gotten rid of the fire type, well, pretty much, we should be clear here for our 2 grass type Pokemon in the back. But let's find out if that is the case. They actually come in with Shadow Abomasnow, but I'm able to go for a full Force Palm farm down. They do throw a charge move, but they throw on alignment there. We get that farm down, and now they come in with a Mud Shot Diggersby. So I'm actually able to make it to a Seed Bomb here. Seed Bomb will be grabbing the final shield from the opponent, and we're able to get a simultaneous KO once again. Again, looking very confusing there, but we did take out the Diggersby, and I'm able to take that game. So GG's top there into next battle, another Shadow Golett in the lead. So we say swap into our Fungus, and we're met with a Shadow Regular Execute. There is no Alone Execute, so what am I talking about? It is a Kanto Execute here. We are hoping that I've put them into a 2 Force Palm farm down range, because of course I expect them to just blind throw a charge move straight away. So Ancient Power grabs my shield, and we do get that farm down, which is very nice. They come back in with the Golett, and we are going to win CMP in this matchup. They're also running Astonish as the fast move. We get the KO, but they've got another ground type in the back, so they realized they didn't need the Golett anymore. Of course, Swinub can farm up to back-to-back charge moves. I'm not going to bother shielding. The opponent fires off the Body Slam, gets the KO up against Manectric, and unfortunately we do lose that game. But GG's top over there into next battle. You can see a Litwick in the lead. So this is another neutral-ish matchup. We are unfortunately taking more damage from the Embers, but we can fire off the Psychic Fangs there, outpace them to the first charge move, and with the debuff there, one Astonish gets the KO before they even reach a charge move, and they're going to come in with Cottony, which is huge for me. I don't know what's in the back here. Probably a Pokemon weak to the grass typing, but we definitely want to see the Cottony here, because of course Breloom, we've seen several times, goes down to like 2 or 3 charms. So we go for another Body Slam. Body Slam gets the Cottony fairly low, and at this point we're going to shield this, and I'm just going to commit to a full Astonish farm down. However, I will be wary just in case the opponent tries to make a snipe there, but they don't. We can fire off the Grass Knot straight away, and it's actually a Pikachu in the back, so Grass Knot does huge damage. We're going to snipe with the Breloom, and I'm able to take that game. So GG's top over there into the next battle. You can see a double in the lead. So of course, once again, I would prefer my Breloom aligned here, but I can't swap out because I'm running Astonish on my Fungus, so that would be a very negative matchup for us. So we're going to stay in with Manectric. The opponent again going to swap, trying to snipe with their Golett. We go straight for Psychic Fangs, grab a shield there. We can now swap into our Fungus, and we can commit 1 shield and then go for a full Astonish farm down. The opponent fires off the Shadow Punch there. They're then going to come in with a Litleo, so we are going to farm up to back-to-back Body Slams, and we will reach back-to-back Body Slams this time around. Going to go for 1 extra Astonish, then fire off the next Body Slam here. It's not going to do that much damage, but I'm hoping that the opponent goes for an extra Incinerate instead of throwing straight away. So we're actually going to come in with our Breloom, but the opponent does just throw immediately. So you could argue that maybe I should have come in with my Breloom and swapped out straight away there, or maybe I should have just come in with my Manectric anyways. But either way, unfortunately, we do go down there. So GG's to that opponent. Into next battle, we're going to see Annihilate in the lead. So once again, neutral matchup, which unfortunately, even though Thunderfang does huge damage, Manectric is just so glassy that counter's going to do more damage here, but we can win CMP, or the opponent just doesn't bother throwing a charge move and then gets sniped with the Astonish damage there, which is huge. We're now going to come in with the Breloom, and again, the opponent throwing on poor timing, which means I can shield this up here, get off an extra Force Palm, and they come in with a Water Gun Ducklett. So once again, huge for me. We can fire off a Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb is going to grab the final shield from the opponent, but Breloom able to make it to another Seed Bomb up against his Ducklett, and Seed Bomb from this range actually gets the KO. They come in, they get the farm down up against our Breloom, but we can reach a Grass Knot. We can just safely shield this up, even if they have back-to-back Fire Punches. We're at the Grass Knot now, so we can just fire it off straight away, and of course Grass Knot going to be getting the KO up against the Diggersby, and I'm able to take that game. So GG's top over there into next battle. You can see a Shadow Alola Ninetales. So unfortunately, this is a matchup where I'm not even going to reach a Psychic Fangs, but I kind of have to stay in anyways. I can't swap out into my Fungus, because if they swap out, then we're just done for. But we're going to come in with the Fungus, and we're met with a Litleo. So honestly, it doesn't really look like we've got any hope here. We fire off the Body Slam, and I'm hoping that we could live that Incinerate, but we don't. So we don't even reach that last charge move there. We're going to have to shield this up, of course. They go for a Flame Charge. We can get the Force Palm farm down, and they've actually got a Spinda in the back, but unfortunately, they're able to fully resisted Sucker Punch, farm me down from that range, and we do end up losing that game. But GG's to opponent there. Into next battle, we can see a Shadow alone and Sandslash in the lead. So again, another matchup where I would love to just swap into my Breloom, and maybe you could argue that I should have swapped and tried to snipe them there. But either way, we are going to see the opponent say swaps into a Dunsparce, so they are incredibly weak to the Force Palm fast move here. Unfortunately, we don't quite get the farm down, and whilst Breloom does actually resist both Drill Run and Rock Slide in the Little Cup, you kind of just need to use your shields for everything, and they were so incredibly weak to Breloom. We can now fire for Seed Bomb here. Seed Bomb is going to grab the final shield from the opponent. They have to throw straight away here. They can't risk possibly taking one more Force Palm's worth of damage. Now we're going to come in with our Fungus, and this is a little bit awkward for us just because we are throwing double resisted fast move damage, but we can make the swap, catch onto our Manectric, and this should be game over. Fire Punch gets the KO. The opponent swaps straight away there, which is definitely a mistake. We can now fire off a Grass Knot, and a Grass Knot will, of course, take out the Diggersby, and I'm able to take that game. So GG's top over there. Into next battle, we can see Shadow Manectric into a Ducklett. So once again, greatly match up for us. The opponent is going to swap into a Pikachu Libre. So we're going to come in with our Fungus here just because, of course, we can resist both the Thunder Punch and the Flying Press, although a second charge move will take us out. So we're going to farm up here, throw just before they reach the next charge move. Body Slam actually goes shielded by the Pikachu, so at this point I'm happy to also match shields here, go for a full Astonish farm down, and I should be able to make it to a Grass Knot up against the Ducklett coming back in. So at this point we go for the Grass Knot. Grass Knot is going to be no shielded, so I decide to actually snipe with my Shadow Manectric. A little bit risky here for me, but it pays off because they've got an Astonish Shadow Litwick in the back. We go for Psychic Fangs, grab the final shield, and that puts them into range where one Astonish from the Fungus will get the KO, and Breloom would have been absolutely walled by the Litwick, but we don't even need it there. We're able to take out the Litwick, and I'm able to take that game. So GG's up there. Into next battle, we can see a Duskull in the lead. So we're going to see a Ninetales in the lead. The opponent's going to say swap into a Duskull, and this is a little bit tricky for me. I choose to stay in here just because I need my Fungus for that alone and Ninetales. So whilst this would have been a good matchup for us, I kind of need to save it here. So we're going to come in, shoot up the Honest Wind. They actually get the boost, which doesn't really make a difference there, as they only get off one boosted Astonish. But they're going to come in with a Yamask, so I'm going straight for Grass Knot. I'm not baiting here, and Grass Knot is going to be no shielded by the opponent. That's huge for me. We are now going to commit to a full fast move farm down here, as is the opponent. We're going to come in with our Breloom, and unfortunately 2 charms takes us out there. It is a simultaneous KO, so it is a tie, although of course again you don't see it, but unfortunately Breloom just barely not able to hang on there, and we do tie that game. But into the next battle, and GG's to the opponent by the way, we're going to see Pachirisu in the lead, so we're going to swap, catch the Thunder Punch there. The opponent is going to bank one more Volt Switch's worth of energy, and again, unfortunately, I'm not able to get off 2 charge moves here, so I might as well fire off the Grass Knot, grab a shield from the Litleo anyways, and we are very close to a charge move on Manectric, so I'm actually going to come in with the Manectric here, going to shield this up, fire off maybe two Thunder Fangs there, fire off a Psychic Fangs, and this should either get the KO or grab a shield. We do get the KO there. They're then going to come in with a Pikachu. So at this point, we're going to fire for Psychic Fangs. This should grab the final shield, and then I should be able to come in with my Breloom and go for a full Force Palm farm down. I'm definitely going to shield this as they go for a Volt Tackle, and honestly, I don't have a clue what the stats are on Volt Tackle. I don't know if that would have hit hard. Of course, it would be resisted, but either way, I figured it would do more damage than a Thunder Punch from a Pachirisu, and we just barely hang on. Seed Bomb gets the KO, and I'm able to take that game. So GG's over there into the final battle of this video, and we're going to see an Altaria in the lead. So we're going to stay in this matchup here. I will just barely reach a Psychic Fangs before getting fully Dragon Breath farmed down here, which is very nice for me. Psychic Fangs is going to be shielded. There's no point swapping out here. We're going to come in with our Fungus, and the opponent actually swaps out straight away into a Sableye. So at this point, I'm definitely going to shield this up. I should be able to commit to a full Astonish farm down, so we're definitely going to go for that there. If they come back in with Altaria, we've got so much loaded energy, so let's see. The opponent is going to do exactly that. They come back in with the Altaria. We're going to fire for Body Slam. Body Slam is actually not going to get the KO, but we do get that Astonished Farm down, and they've got a Litleo in the back once again, so not ideal for us. I'm hoping we live the Incinerate, but we actually don't. However, the opponent does not shield the Body Slam, and that's huge for me as we get the Force Palm Farm down, and I'm able to take that game. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you leave a like, leave a comment letting me know, and as well, don't forget to respond to the question of the day if you haven't done so already. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you want to take your support even further, you can now become a channel member with perks including early access to new videos, shoutouts at the end of each video, custom loyalty badges, and custom emojis to use in the comments. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has already become a channel member. Your support is greatly appreciated. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.